Kris, I want to talk to you about the regulatory environment for single-family rental investment, because even since your last report, there's been some changes.
Yeah, Steve, I think we're finally getting a little bit more clarity around the legislation that's going to be passed in the Roads to Housing bill. The House passed their version, which gave us a lot more clarity on the restrictions. They're still targeting institutions with the restriction of 350 homes as, what's classified as an institutional investor. But we did get the removal of the 7-year sale provision, which would have, if you acquired or built a new build-to-rent community, you would have had to sell that off within 7 years of completion, which would have made that sector unfinanceable.
So the backing off is good news, but there's still quite an impact on the market.
Yeah, the backing off is great news. Now you can get financing. The asset class becomes more financeable. Builders are going to start looking at the segment again, which for the past 6 months, it's kind of been pencils down. So we should start seeing more movement and more capital flowing back into the sector. That's what we've been hearing from brokers and other market participants in the sector.
So what does the immediate future look like for investors?
Yeah, I think, what we're hearing is that occupancy continues to improve. Rents and renewals are improving as well. Obviously, there hasn't been as much new supply added to the market. There's not as much construction starts, especially with this legislation overhanging the market. So over the next 12, 18 months, we should start seeing rents continue improving, operators seeing occupancy hold steady, some of that oversupply being gobbled up and absorbed, which will be great for operators.
But they're also going to go into developing their own portfolios and managing them, right?
Yeah, I think if you look at what Invitation Homes has done, and this is before the legislation, but they bought 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗵𝘁, which is a development group. So it looks like they're going to start bringing development in-house, kind of like AMH has been doing for years. And 2 years ago, they also started their third-party property management platform. And so if you think about, well, you can't buy these individual homes, there's going to be some level of restriction there. How do you grow? Development and third-party property management.
Yeah.
So those seem like two good growth sectors.
Well, there's a lot happening, and we look forward to following you as you track it for us. Thanks, Kris.
Thanks, Steve.